here. I just want to share a card with you today, and we're just using the basic oval thin cuts. These ones here, I've already got the pieces out that we'll be using today. We're using the 2.5, the 1.5 and the 1 inch, but we're not using the 2 inch one. And I've seen this card made on Pinterest, and I thought, wow, it's really cool, and I loved it. So I thought I'd have a go at it, and I shared it with my class, and they really liked it. The paper we're using today, because I thought we'd have something a little bit different, that one's done in eggplant, canary, and this is the paper from the Making Waves. This is the back side, and that is the fern I've used there. So with this one today, we're going to be using Blossom, Bashful, Pewter, White, and Sweet Leaf. And for the paper, I've chosen the one out of Making Waves again, and this is the one. This is the Bashful one with the little white stars on it, plus which I've already cut out, so you don't have to watch me. They are cut out in the 1.5 inch oval, and you need 5 of those. Plus, I've cut out a 1 inch oval that will become that piece there in the canary. So that's that one. And I've also cut out this one here, and I've done this one in the Blossom, and that's 1.5 inches. But everything will be on my blog, so don't stress about it. I'll tell you all the sizes of the pieces as we go along. I've written them all down so I can let you know what I used. So it's a really easy little card to do. So our pieces here, the Blossom measures 3 inches by 5 inches. The Bashful measures 3 inches by 4.25. And that's going to sit on there like that. And our Pewter measures 2 7/8 by 3 5/8, and that will sit onto there. Our White piece measures 2 3/4 by 3.5 inches, so it's just a small border around the edge. And then we're going to cut the large oval and the small oval out of this piece, but I've left this one so I can show you. And this will make the stem. This will make the stalk piece here with the leaf underneath. So that's what we're going to do now. So first of all, we will cut out our oval. I'll just bring up the Big Shot. Trusty old faithful. Now, I'll just take these pieces. Now we're going to lay it on, and we're just going to cut them straight out. I mean, if some other people might have different ways that they do this, but this was just the way I did it for the ladies the other night, and it worked really well. So that's the first bit done. Sorry, itchy eye then. And we're going to lift these up. We're going to remove that bit, and then we're going to place this bit back on. So we just want a slither there, and on this little bit here, I just want it so that it's a little slither off there. Just like that. Because I want to make the shape of the leaf. I want it to have points on either end of the oval. I mean, if you've got a leaf punch, by all means, you know, use that. But I just wanted to show you how you can make the whole thing out of ovals. So let me take this off. Ooh. I'll just pop this on the floor. As you can see, my poor old mats have had it, but while they're still going, I'm still using them. So what we've got here is, this is the piece we want. This bit is just a spare bit, but you can cut more pieces out of that. And we want to keep this little bit here. This one here is going to become the leaf. So we'll just get on with this. Now we'll just gently fold this in half. I mean, you could score it if you want to, but I think just folding it straight in half will work just as well. And there's our little leaf ready. And this one here, I'm not going to cut that off until after I put it onto the front of the card. So let's put our card together. Here we go. So the first thing I want to do here is lay down the pink, the Blossom. So here, I couldn't see it. And that will go onto this side over here. so it's even, so you've got the same border top and bottom. And then our Bashful I'm going to place on, and that'll be the same, but that has like a 1 inch there, comes up a 1/4 inch over this side. Now this pattern here comes from our Make It From the Heart volume 4. Yep, that's as good as it's going to get. I'll just show you. So this is our, everything. This is Make It From the Heart volume 4. I've just put it into one of my albums that I love. This was last year's Sea Glass album, but we've got the beautiful pink one this year. So this is volume 4, Make It From the Heart, and this one here is just all full of beautiful, fantastic card designs that you can use. And I've chosen pattern 17 for this one because I thought it was just lovely. They give you some examples and ideas and tips on how to make it a bit different, but that's the style I'm using. The only thing I've changed is the square. My square's a little bit larger than that one there. So that's what we're using today, and I think it's just wonderful. $20.50. It's a bargain. Now the next piece to go on, we will put our pewter piece on. And that's going to fit right about here. Just like so. And then we'll pop that to the side. Now we're going to put our little pieces together here. Now I've just take them and add, some of my ladies the other day actually laid it onto the front of the card and did it, which probably is the better way, but I just think if you turn this into a little fan, like a little fan shape, so there's 2 pieces there, and then just add 2 more. So when you're putting your adhesive on, you're just putting it onto one edge and just tucking it under. Like so. And then that piece there in the middle, that is where our little bit there goes, and that gives you the daisy shape. I mean, how simple is that? So what we will do now is we will take our piece here, and I'm just going to hand draw. My hand drawing skills are pretty not real good, but this is what it requires. So there we are. And then I'll take this and add some adhesive onto the back. And I'm just going to sit that off onto there, like so. And before I push down the bottom, I'm going to add this bit on. And that's just going to slide in under there, like so. And you just pull that down, then you take a pair of scissors and you just trim that end off. And then you're just going to add adhesive to one side of the leaf. I did draw on one of the leaves when I made this card, but I really didn't like the effect, so I didn't bother doing it again. And then we'll just take our pen and just draw a couple of little lines on it. We'll take this piece, just attach that to the centre, like so. And then I just added a couple of little dots just around the edge, like so, to make it look like the daisy. Now we'll just add some adhesive to the back of this. I mean, if you wanted to, you could use 3D foam tape to sit it up, but I rather liked it flat on the front of the card. I hope that's straight. It looks crooked. Probably is. That's quite sweet. I really like this one. Now we're just going to stamp. Now the Happy Birthday comes from this set here. Now it says here, happy birthday darling, but I didn't like the darling on it, so I cut it off. But if I wanted to have a card with happy birthday darling on it, like if I want to give my husband a birthday card, I can put it back on. But I just, for purposes of what I would use it for, I just chopped it off. And it's easy enough to stick it back on when you do your, what do you call it? Yep, can't think. When you put it back on the block. So there's nothing hard about it. So I'll just take out the bit of foam. So, oh yes, I forgot to tell you, that's For You Darling, that stamp set. I just think it's wonderful. So now we'll just take this, and we're using our black ink. We'll just stamp that up and stamp it onto the 1.5 inch blossom. Yeah, blossom oval. I couldn't think what it was then. Having a spaz. Right, so that's, and be careful you don't stick all your bits to it. So I'll just get a little bit of 3D foam. Oh, there's some already out. I'll actually cut that in half. No point in using any more than you need. Place that onto the front of your card down here in the bottom corner. And there you have it. A cool little card. So I might just tuck that in under there. Yep, makes me feel better. There we are. So there is a cool little card made just with using our oval thin cuts. So this one here is in the purple toning with the yellow, and this one here is in the pink tones. I hope you like this little project. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.